Okay, a lot of stuff to get to. Let's just jump in. We got a whole bunch of units to look at. More information has rolled through, and some surprising changes, some surprising alterations. So let's just jump in and take a look. We're going to start with the Vegeta. So if you guys have seen my last video, it was talking about the recap for the Dokkan Now video. You can check that out. This is going to be solely on the units' information themselves. I'm not going to go over every single thing because we know a lot of it from the actual video. But there are some things that I was not able to mention on that previous one just because information had not rolled in. Literally, as the video went live, I realized on Twitter that all this information had come out. And it's still coming in, so some of the information might look a little odd. So we're going to start with the Vegito. This guy is going to be a super physical unit, and he is a crossover lead, as I mentioned before. But his super attack, now you see a super attack, raises defense for one turn, causes immense damage to the enemy. That's going to be his super attack now. That is a change. We didn't see that before in the Dokkan Now video. And was talking to Goresh and the folks, with all of these links together, you're set to look at almost 100% more at max links, I believe. Don't take my word on that. Don't quote him on that. But basically, the point is, his links are very favorable. Now, what's surprising is that there's one key difference here with JP and Global. Super Saiyan 4 Vegito does not have Battle of Wits or Kamehameha categories on Global, but it is on JP. However, on Global, instead of Kamehameha, we have the Infighter link. So that is one of many differences that are still being discovered in this big drop that's been happening over the past few hours since the Dokkan Now video went live. So everyone's kind of talking about it, reacting to it. Vegito and JP has Kamehameha link, and category, he has Infighter on Global. So that is a slight global shaft, I would say, just a little bit of a global shaft. But that is the news on this unit. So there's your first difference. And it doesn't end there. So now let's take a look at the next one. Broly. Broly has a very glaring difference between Global and JP. But let's take a look at Broly and what his super attack is. He greatly lowers defense. Causes immense damage. Now for me, I kind of hate that. And sadly, it looks like Broly got the short end when it comes to all of the units and their reveals and what they do. In all sense, basically Broly is the least hype in terms of like what he does overall. It's kind of sad, but yeah. So everything else has been explained in the previous video, but he's also a giant ape power. That's going to be the official name, by the way, giant ape. And I don't know if you saw this before, but crossover is the new category on Global Dokkan. Well, actually JP too. And for Broly, he's the giant ape category lead. Key plus 3, 130%, not 120, 130. Which seems kind of odd because his base form, his SSR gave you, I believe it gave you a 120%. I could be wrong though. But at a TUR level, jumping up to only 130 seems a bit out of place. But anyway, yeah, Broly, another Broly gets the shaft, I guess. So he's going to be fun to use, but he's not going to do as much as maybe you might necessarily have hoped. So that is Broly, and then his passive is still pretty cool. And once again, it says here another. I don't know if you can see that. It's a little far away. But another means when you're factoring in how many people are involved for a passive condition to activate, another means that the person that it's referring to, or the person who has that passive is excluded from consideration. So when there is another giant ape power unit, that means someone other than Broly. And you're going to see this recurring in other passives as well. Now, major difference for Broly. Hydros was one of the many that caught this. On JP, he's Tech. On Global, he's STR. Why? I have no earthly idea. No idea. Your guess is as good as mine. There could be more information on this. It's actually kind of funny. Is there any reason why this is... Look at the background of my Twitter. It's red. There's like a red tint here. And on this one, there's green. Did he put green on the... Oh, maybe he put some green on the... Oh, yeah, he did. Okay, he put green. That's a nice touch. I just realized that. I'm easily impressed, and I'm still hyper. So there is one odd difference. He is not on Extreme Tech, which would have been nice, having two Brolys, the Super Saiyan 3 Broly and this guy. He's instead going to be on Extreme STR. Now, let's move on to the Gohan. The Gohan, man, I'm so excited for this guy. This dude is really, really good. So he's giant ape power, key plus 3, 120%. This is just the SSR form. As you can see here at level 100, he does not have a TUR as of yet. He will probably get one next year, or whenever the next celebration is, or collab. He causes immense damage and massively lowers defense, which is a bit odd, a bit anticlimactic, I guess, but that is indeed what he does. And then his passive is, again, as we mentioned before. And once again, the another thing, I believe, is here. Yes. So attack and defense plus 140, reduces damage received by 40% when there are another 4 or more. So again, it doesn't count him, it counts everybody else. He is excluded from consideration. And he's still pretty good. But what's sad is that he's missing a link, which is because he's at the SSR form. Surely that will be filled out when he gets his TUR. But yeah, there you go for the Gohan. And this guy is Super Tech. Super Tech, wow, okay. And I don't think there are any differences for this Gohan. I don't know if any have been discovered. If so, I have not cataloged it. I have a whole line of tabs ready to go, so I'm just trying to go through everything. Now, Bardock. I think Bardock is probably a lot of people's favorite in terms of what he does overall, not counting the Vegito. And by the way, the Vegito is so strong, you could factor him in among the elite TURs. So, Bardock. This guy is a crossover lead, key plus 3, 120%. Causes immense damage and seals. So he seals the enemy attack on top of his being effective against all types when a certain condition is met, and then performing a critical hit when certain conditions is met. So he causes immense damage and seals, and then does a whole bunch of stuff. So this looks really, really good for Bardock. This makes Bardock very powerful, and I know Mass Ningen is really excited about this guy. He is one of the steals of this banner, I would say. So he's also got Saiyan Roar, First Awakened. I don't recognize that link. Experienced fighters, Saiyan Warrior Race, Super Saiyan, prepared for battle. I'm still learning links. I'm starting to become more aware of what they do. And First Awakened is one I'm still kind of relatively new to. But this guy is also, what type is he? He is super physical. Super physical is indeed what Bardock is. Are there any differences? No. Next. I know. So, Extreme Int Toa, try not to look at the the replies. This one's going to be hard to block. But, yeah, Int Toa, this is the new Dragon Ball Heroes lead. At her TUR level, she is a 150% across the board lead for Dragon Ball Heroes, key plus 3. Now, her super attack causes immense damage, lowers attack, and seals. This is a very powerful and lethal combination because when you're lowering an enemy's attack, and then sealing them, you're relegating them to only using normal attacks, or slaps as I like to call it. And when you're slapping, the more attack power, the better. But when you lower that attack, you're basically double dampening their offensive capabilities. Not just once, you're dampening their abilities once by simply sealing. But when you combine that with a attack nerf, you're essentially, it's a double whammy. And that's really effective. And since this unit is primarily support, that's really good because she is basically helping cover her own defense by doing that. She doesn't necessarily have to have a tanky defensive passive. When she can seal somebody and lower their attack, that's going to do a lot of the work for you. And then her passive is just ridiculous. She's support. She's all about support. She's got a decent passive to begin with, and then she can go all out with a 50% boost on stats after falling below 50%, and also healing. Wait, do you heal? No, you don't heal. Oh, no, you do heal. Yes. So she's like a... Never mind, I gotta be careful what I say. She's like a Whis. She's like a Whis, all right? And she is not on Realm of Gods, which was a surprise to a lot of people. She and the Deborah, Mashin Dabura, I think that's how Goresh likes to call it. They are not in the Realm of Gods. So she is Extreme Int, no discrepancy there, I believe. Now let's take a look at the Deborah. This guy is a Dragon Ball Heroes lead himself. Key plus 3, 130 at the TUR level. He is extreme physical, and he causes immense damage with a high chance to stun, which is pretty cool. So he is a stunner unit, and then if you look at his passive, I mentioned this in the previous video, he's built for Super Battle Road. He's built for it. He can stun, he can nerf. On defense, when he's facing multiple opponents, he gets more defensive. When he goes to a solo fight one-on-one, he gets more offensive. Why are the types different? Oh, no. Oh, no. You know what? The types are different. So Deborah is also different. You know what? Nobody's safe. I take it back. I don't even know. I'm trying to fit all of these things on all these tabs, and I can't. Nobody's safe. So apparently on JP, Deborah is AGL. So have fun with that. I don't know why they're doing this. I really don't. And, you know, this could change. I don't know. But that's what's going on. So Deborah's a stunner, and there you go. This is Salsa. I think in JP they call him Machikabura or something like that. But this guy is the free-to-play unit that you get from the story event that was mentioned in the video. So this guy is a crossover sub-lead, key plus 350% at the TUR level. Greatly raises defense, causes supreme damage to the enemy. I believe that's it. And then his passive, attack and defense plus 60%, attack plus 15 up to 60, so he can go up to 120. Chance of evading enemies' attack, including super attack, plus 10% up to 30 per crossover category ally on the team. They're not restricted to the turn, to the team. So that's pretty good. You're going to be basically focusing on defense, but there's a small offensive potential there. And you have a good chance to dodge, 30%. That would what is that, a medium chance? No. I think it's just a chance. I think medium chance is 40, high chance is 50. So I'm pretty sure just chance. I think that totals up to a chance. So that's what he does. Not, not the greatest, but he's a free-to-play, right? He's cool. He's different. And what categories is this guy in? He's in Crossover, Terrifying Conquerors, Time Travelers, Battle of Wits. I like how he's in Battle of Wits, but Vegeta is not. Dragon Ball Seekers, Dragon Ball Heroes. So there you go for Salsa. Interesting unit. Don't really care too much about this guy. And now, you know what? Let me see if the other units do have some differences. Let me see. Nope, she's the same. She's Extreme Int. She's the same. This guy's Extreme Tech. Vegeta is Super Physical. Where are the Gohan and Bardock? I guess they're not here. Well, we'll just have to assume that they're different or they're not. Who cares? Let's move on. So, oh yeah, Mira. Let's go to that. So now we're going to go over the TURs for pre-existing SSRs. These guys have not been translated on global for some strange reason, so you're going to be looking at it through a different format. But this is how he looks at the TUR level. And the translations, courtesy of Luca Dokkan. He translates everything for us on these attacks. Let me just refresh this in case he added anything. So Super Mira, he is an extreme STR type key, plus 300% across the board. Attack and defense, 100%, 50% respectively. Disables enemy guard. An attacked enemy by this PG. What? An enemy that is attacked by this PG will lose. Okay, so attacked enemy loses attack and defense by 20% for 2 turns. Got it. I don't know what PG means. Gains attack plus 50 and a high probability to do a critical hit on the enemy. So, wait. That seems okay. All right, that's actually okay. And then his super attack, I'm reading this for the first time with you guys. So, super attack, energetic soccer. I didn't know that he had like this sports athlete motif going, but apparently he is. So, energetic soccer causes supreme damage to the enemy, greatly raises defense. So, there you go for Mira. Now let's move on to the Dark King. This guy gets a TUR as well. He is Extreme Int. Extreme Int lead, key plus 300% across the board. Attack and defense. By the way, sorry, my throat is completely worn out. I've been doing streams. I was screaming and recording videos, so I'm a little worn out here, so forgive me. Attack and defense plus 100%. Gains defense plus 100% after receiving an attack for 5 turns. Attack or active guard against all attacks only if all your allies in the turn during the attack are part of Super Dragon Ball Heroes. Very conditional, very specific. And then his category. Oh, right. He's continuing on the tweet. Part of the Super Dragon Ball Heroes category, so I'm guessing crossover, or maybe it's just crossover category. Recharges 10% of the damage as HP. Super attack. Actually, let me refresh this. He said he made a few typos. Yeah. Lightning of the Dark King causes immense damage, not supreme, to the enemy. Decreases attack and defense. So, Masningen and I talked about this on our video, predicting or basically going over what the potential TURs, the upgrades could be for these guys. We weren't exactly on the dot, but some of this stuff kind of translates. But yeah, this guy is really, really, really good. So, I don't know how many units there are in the game that has this leeching ability in their passive. I know that Videl has it. I don't know how many others. Lifesteal. Essentially lifesteal. So that's a really cool mechanic, and that is Dark King. I don't have these guys, which kind of sucks. So up next is the Black Masked Saiyan. This guy also gets a TUR, Extreme AGL key plus 300%. This is the artwork, by the way. Final Flash, obviously. Dark Final Flash, I guess. Depending on the number of key, the following effects are applied. These effects are cumulative. Let me refresh this just in case. 6 or more, attack and defense plus 160. What? What? Okay. 10 or more, additional key plus 2. So if you get... Okay, I see. Interesting. Super attack. Oh, no, that's not even it. There's more. Attack plus 60% only when there are 3 or more allies of the crossover class in your team. Medium chance to crit. And then his actual attack, Dark Final Lightning, probably Final Flash, causes immense damage, not supreme. Causes immense damage to the enemy, decreases attack and defense. So, again, building off of what he had, giving him a very interesting build. I like it. Cool. It's different. I don't have him, so it kind of sucks when I'm reacting to units. If I don't have them, or there's just no connection previously established, it just doesn't hit the same. I'm excited for these guys. Don't get me wrong. These guys are not bad by any stretch, but I'm just saying that, like, because I don't have them already, I'm kind of like less hyped. I still want them though. And then lastly, we've got the Demigra, the Makyuka. This guy finally gets his TUR. Finally, I'm really excited at this passive. I really hope it's something close to what I predicted. Oh man, he doesn't raise his attack. He doesn't raise his defense. I was really hoping it raises defense. So Demigra, Makyuka, with his TUR, he becomes an extreme physical lead. Key plus 3, 100%. And then attack and defense. Oh, so he does gain the defense on his passive. Attack and defense plus 120. All extreme allies, key plus 3, and defense plus 30%. That also helps him. All super enemies, attack and defense minus 20. That continues to be the thing from before. And then attack plus 10% for each extreme ally in the team. So if you've got a full team, that gives you, wow, he's all about offense. He got a little bit of a defense boost. I guess that's fair. He causes supreme damage and greatly raises attack. Let me see if I need to refresh this. This might also be immense. Nope, he's still supreme. So causes supreme damage, greatly raises attack for 1 turn, causes supreme damage. So okay, he's not game breaking. They didn't change him too much, but they did give him some upgrades. They gave him a little bit more defense. So I would feel less, freaked out about using this kind of super battle road. I can't tell you how many times I want to run Realm of Gods, and this guy is the only one that I could use on physical, and I'm just freaking out. Because, like, you could always use the Goku Blacks and everything, but I want different units, and this guy's a great option. So him actually being able to have somewhat of a defensive build now is going to help with that. So that is going to be it for all of the units and their information. Again, a lot of us have been waiting just because we were hoping for the translations, but it seems like Dokkan was a little wishy-washy with how they were rolling out all the info drops for Global and JP. There's a lot of discrepancy. For all we know, this video could honestly become invalid after a certain point just because they might have already fixed all of the discrepancies. Who knows? So I just wanted to do this video to cover all the bases on all these units, what they do, their super attacks and whatnot. So just to catch you up, we're still learning this. So if things change, I'll try to let you know either on Twitter or pin the comment on the video. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments, out of all of this stuff, which unit now has you the most excited as far as the super attack and then the build and all of that stuff. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more dope content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it! Thanks again, stay tuned, and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.